man accused of shooting and killing a Fort Myers police officer did it with the officer's own gun. That's according to charging documents released tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Amy Wegman.
I'm Patrick Nolan. Tonight, the Southwest Florida community is in mourning the loss of a Fort Myers police officer, Adam Jobbers Miller. He died on Saturday, a week after being shot while responding to a call at this Marathon gas station on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Fort Myers. 4 in Your Corner's Lisa Greenberg has been sifting through the reports on the shooting, as well as the fallen officer's personnel file. She's live at the police department with the latest tonight. Lisa?
Well, Patrick, we now know Officer Jobbers Miller ended the fight for his life at 5:14 on Saturday night, and I got my hands on his personnel file. In it, he says he was interested in becoming a detective. He received the award Officer of the Month in 2016, and when asked what the most important part of his job was, he said it was protecting the citizens of Fort Myers. But tonight we're learning he was shot and killed by his own gun. 11 minutes. That's the amount of time between when Officer Adam Jobbers Miller first faced his suspected killer, Wisner Desmaret, and when Desmaret was taken into custody. Officer Adam Jobbers Miller and a lieutenant with the Fort Myers Police Department found Desmaret at 7:29 p.m. here on Flint Drive, south of MLK Boulevard. This report says Desmaret was sprawled out here on the pavement, his arms and legs outstretched, and he was shouting things at the officers like, "Don't shoot me in the back, and shoot me when I'm not looking." The report says Officer Adam Jobbers Miller told the suspect he had no reason or desire to shoot him and encouraged him to stand up and speak with them. The report says the suspect fled towards MLK Boulevard, and Officer Jobbers Miller started chasing him. Once he caught up, body camera video showed Desmaret lunging and striking Officer Jobbers Miller with a significant amount of force. The report says as Officer Jobbers Miller tried to regain his footing, the camera view captured Desmaret as he hovered above, reached down, and pulled the gun from the holster of Officer Jobbers Miller. Within seconds, a shot is fired, and Officer Jobbers Miller fell back to the ground. The shots were fired at 7:33. 7 seconds later, screams were heard. 4 seconds later, officer down. The report says he fired 2 more shots, saying, quote, "Come on, let's shoot it out," along with profanities. 3 more shots were fired. Then the report says the suspect took off running. The report says the suspect showed up back here to this Marathon gas station behind me at 7:34 p.m., went inside, grabbed beer out of the cooler, tried to hide behind the counter, and then took off when another officer fired shots. Reports show at 7:36, Desmaret tried to carjack someone. 4 minutes later, he was taken down and EMS was called. In an interview after Officer Jobbers Miller's attack, the officer with him said he too felt Desmaret tried to kill him when he pointed and fired a gun at him. He had to jump out of the way to avoid being struck by the bullet fired by Desmaret. A third officer told investigators Desmaret raised and pointed the firearm at him, leading him to shoot Desmaret to get him into custody. Now, a witness also told police he watched as the suspect grabbed the officer's gun, pointed it into the officer's head, and shot him at close range. I'm live in front of the Fort Myers Police Department's Fallen Officer Memorial. Lisa Greenberg, Fox 4, in your corner.
All right, thank you, Lisa. A lot of you have been asking about this tonight. We've got the finalized plans. Officer Adam Jobbers Miller will be laid to rest next week. A viewing is going to be held on Sunday, August 5th from 4 until 9 p.m. at Gendron Funeral Home. And then a full honors funeral ceremony will happen on Monday, August 6th at noon. The ceremony will be held at Germain Arena, and both of these events are open to you and the rest of the public.